What if I told you the Roloff family's drama has reached a shocking new level, with Caryn Chandler at the very center of it all? For years, fans of Little People, Big World have watched Matt Roloff and Caryn Chandler's relationship unfold in front of the cameras. But now, what was once seen as a love story has taken a dark and unexpected turn. Caryn is facing accusations that she stole a staggering $1 million, and the fallout has shaken the Roloff family to its very core. The whispers of betrayal have turned into public scandal, as Caryn's shocking one-year jail sentence has left fans stunned and Matt questioning everything he thought he knew about the woman by his side. And if that wasn't enough, this scandal has pushed Matt and Caryn's relationship to the breaking point, sparking talk of divorce and exposing fractures in the family that no one saw coming. In today's deep dive, we're unpacking the full story, how Caryn's choices led to this devastating betrayal, why the accusations of stolen money are tearing apart not only her relationship with Matt, but also the Roloff legacy, and how divorce rumors could change the family forever. This isn't just about money. It's about trust, betrayal, and the unraveling of a family empire. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. The whispers began quietly, murmurs in online fan forums, a few speculative posts on social media, and then, seemingly overnight, the story exploded. Caryn Chandler, long known to viewers of Little People, Big World as Matt Roloff's longtime partner, suddenly found herself at the center of a firestorm. The allegations? Financial misconduct on a scale that few could have imagined. Reports began to circulate that Caryn had been involved in mishandling money tied to business ventures connected with the Roloff family. The figure that set the internet ablaze was staggering: $1 million. Whether it came from insider leaks, tabloid reporting, or supposed legal filings, fans latched onto that number, repeating it across Facebook groups, Reddit threads, and YouTube commentary channels. For many, it wasn't just the amount that shocked them. It was the idea that Caryn, who had often been portrayed as a supportive partner in the Roloff empire, could be capable of such betrayal. Fan reaction was swift and deeply divided. Some were stunned into silence, unwilling to believe the accusations without hard evidence. Others expressed outright anger, calling Caryn manipulative and accusing her of exploiting Matt's trust for financial gain. For longtime viewers, the allegations struck at the heart of their perception of Caryn. On the show, she had always come across as polished, steady, and practical, a stark contrast to the chaos that often surrounded the Roloff family. Now, however, fans were forced to reconcile that image with the darker claims surfacing online. The shock was amplified by Caryn's complicated history on Little People, Big World. From the moment she transitioned from being a Roloff Farms employee to Matt's girlfriend, she had faced skepticism. Many fans accused her of being opportunistic, while others defended her as someone who truly loved Matt despite the public scrutiny. Still, nothing in her past reputation compared to the weight of the current accusations. Betrayal, money, and the possibility of a secret scandal. This was a storyline darker than anything ever shown on TLC. The $1 million figure became a symbol, a talking point, and in many ways, a wedge between the Roloffs and their fan base. It wasn't just about the money, it was about trust. Had Caryn really crossed a line? And if so, what did that mean for her relationship with Matt, the Roloff children, and the future of the farm itself? The shocking revelation that Caryn Chandler was jailed for 1 year quickly became the centerpiece of the Roloff family scandal. For fans who have followed her storyline on Little People, Big World, this was more than just tabloid chatter. It was a bombshell that seemed to dismantle the image she had carefully crafted over the years. So, what exactly led to Caryn's sentencing? While the official details remain murky, speculation has been rampant. Many fans point to financial misconduct, rumors of embezzlement, fraud, or theft that allegedly amounted to a staggering $1 million. Some insiders even suggested betrayal at the deepest level, not just stealing money, but betraying Matt Roloff's trust in the process. Whether the truth was black and white or buried under legal complexities, the 1-year jail term stood as a sobering reality. Caryn herself remained notably silent. No interviews, No public statements. No Instagram posts offering clarification or denial. That silence only fueled curiosity and suspicion. Was she quietly ashamed of what had happened? Or was she holding back because she refused to accept blame? Fans debated endlessly. Some argued she was hiding her guilt, while others believed her silence was a sign of legal restrictions that prevented her from speaking out. But while Caryn's voice was absent, the Roloff family's reactions told their own story. Amy Roloff, Matt's ex-wife and longtime critic of Caryn, appeared to take a subtle, almost vindicated stance. She didn't publicly celebrate the news, but her cryptic social media posts about honesty, loyalty, and karma made many wonder if she was sending a not-so-hidden message. Zach and Tori Roloff, on the other hand, stayed relatively quiet. Their absence from the conversation sparked questions. Were they distancing themselves to avoid being dragged into the drama, or were they showing quiet support for Matt during his darkest hour? And then there was Matt Roloff himself, the man at the very center of the storm. For years, Caryn had been his confidant, his partner, and the woman who helped him manage not only his farm but his personal life. Now, with the world learning she would be spending a year behind bars, Matt's own loyalty and judgment were under a microscope. Did he stand by Caryn through her downfall? Or did he feel betrayed, humiliated, and forced to rethink everything about their relationship? This tension between loyalty and betrayal, silence and exposure, only deepened the drama. Fans wanted answers. Did Matt visit Caryn in jail? Was their relationship strong enough to survive such a scandal? Or would this year apart, defined by shame and public scrutiny, become the beginning of the end for their partnership? As the scandal surrounding Caryn's alleged $1 million betrayal unfolded, the cracks in her relationship with Matt Roloff became impossible to ignore. For years, fans had watched their romance blossom, believing Caryn was the perfect partner to support Matt after his divorce from Amy. Together, they shared laughter, built dreams for the Roloff farm's future, and presented themselves as a united front. To many, they seemed inseparable, a couple who had weathered enough storms to last a lifetime. But beneath the surface, the trust that once defined their bond was unraveling. The whispers of financial misconduct and betrayal didn't just damage Caryn's public reputation, they pierced the very foundation of her relationship with Matt. Money disputes began to surface, and with them came late-night arguments and moments of painful silence. For a man who had already endured a very public and messy divorce once before, Matt now found himself reliving old wounds, this time with even more at stake. The humiliation of seeing Caryn's name tied to such a staggering scandal weighed heavily on Matt. Fans speculated whether he could ever forgive her, or if the betrayal cut too deeply to heal from. Some believed the divorce was inevitable, that the relationship had been teetering on the edge long before the $1 million storm hit. Others insist it was this very betrayal, the lies, the mistrust, and the embarrassment, that finally pushed Matt to a breaking point. For Matt, the fallout wasn't just about losing a partner. It was about losing peace of mind. Caryn had been more than a girlfriend. She was his confidant, his ally in navigating the challenges of family drama and farm controversies. And now, with the divorce looming over him, Matt was left grappling with feelings of isolation, betrayal, and the painful realization that the love he thought would carry him into his golden years had collapsed in the most public, heartbreaking way. As the scandal unfolded, the wider Roloff family found themselves pulled into the chaos, whether they wanted to or not. Amy Roloff, who has long had a complicated history with both Matt and Caryn, reportedly felt torn. On one hand, she had moved on with her life alongside Chris Marek and wanted nothing to do with the mess. On the other, the scandal stirred old wounds about trust, money, and betrayal, themes that had plagued her own marriage to Matt. Fans noted that Amy's social media posts became noticeably more cautious, almost as if she was carefully sidestepping the issue while still sending indirect signals of disapproval toward Caryn. Chris Marek, meanwhile, was said to be a steady presence, urging Amy to stay out of the public mudslinging. His neutral stance highlighted how deeply fractured the Roloff family had become. For many fans, Chris represented reason and calm in contrast to the storm brewing around Matt and Caryn. Zach and Tori Roloff's reaction was even more closely scrutinized. The couple, already estranged from Matt over the bitter farm inheritance feud, were not quick to offer sympathy. Rumors swirled that Zach quietly sided with Amy, believing Matt's choices had once again backfired. Tori, who has always been protective of her family's peace, reportedly wanted nothing more than distance from the drama, focusing instead on her children. Their silence on the issue spoke volumes to fans, who interpreted it as a clear refusal to support Matt during his lowest point. Jeremy and Audrey Roloff, never shy about sharing their views online, also became part of the conversation. Some fans speculated that Audrey's subtle Instagram posts about honesty, trust, and the dangers of worldly greed were veiled commentary on Caryn's scandal. Jeremy, with his long-standing disagreements with Matt, appeared to use the moment to highlight his decision to distance his family from the Roloff farm and its drama years ago. Outside of the family, fan backlash exploded online. Hashtags like #JusticeForMatt and #CarynExposed trended briefly, while debates raged across Facebook groups, Reddit threads, and Instagram comment sections. Some fans condemned Caryn outright, calling her actions unforgivable, while others accused Matt of being blind to the red flags and ignoring the warnings from his children. Heated discussions emerged over whether the Roloff family's downfall was inevitable, given their history of infighting and unresolved resentment. The situation drew clear parallels to past Roloff feuds, most notably the battle over the family farm. Just as the inheritance drama once divided siblings and created lasting scars, Caryn's scandal became yet another chapter of turmoil, reopening old wounds that never fully healed. To longtime fans, this was less about Caryn's alleged betrayal and more about the Roloffs' inability to escape cycles of mistrust and division. As we reach the end of this shocking journey, it's clear that Caryn's alleged betrayal has shaken the Roloff family to its very core. From the staggering $1 million theft accusations to her reported jail time, and now the heartbreaking fallout of her divorce from Matt, this storyline feels like one of the darkest chapters in Little People, Big World history. For years, fans have watched the Roloffs weather feud after feud, scandal after scandal. But this time, the stakes feel higher. Matt has lost not just money, but trust, love, and stability. The family itself is once again caught in the middle, with fractures that may be too deep to repair. The big question remains, can the Roloffs survive yet another scandal, or is this the final blow to their legacy on Little People, Big World? With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.